Well, so clearly I'm a tiny bit late to the game. Well, not late to the game. I'm here every single day, but I mean late to making this video. But Moff Gideon's coming out. Says he's arrived to impose his will on the hall tables. The formidable Moff, once an officer in the Imperial Security Bureau, is now the wielder of the Darksaber. I'm probably not going to read all this. We'll go to the forums. But anyhow, that boy's right here too. Look at his cape flapping. Oh, I'm a superhero. Look at him. He's just trying to find Walt. Anyways, let's go read his official introduction on the forums. All right. So, developer insights, Moff Gideon. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's a huge picture. Ooh. So, as I just read, that stuff uses unique talents to lead Imperial troopers into battle. Always tactical and looking for every advantage, Moff Gideon controls the battlefield by utilizing AoE attacks, turn meter manipulation, and applying both Daze and a new debuff that leaves his foes demoralized. Ooh. With his Darksaber in hand, Moff Gideon turns his attention to chasing down the child. Little brat. Meaning the child. Use his unrelenting focus and astute battlefield knowledge to lead your squad of Imperial troopers onto the hall tables and bring glory to the Empire by unlocking Moff Gideon in an all-new marquee event. Long live the Empire! Okay, Arnold. Alright, so let's see. The basics. Moff Gideon is an Empire leader with a very focused synergy with Imperial troopers. Gideon gains insight into the enemy team, unlocking an ability to deal damage and daze the entire enemy side. He carries the Darksaber into combat. He has the ability to reset both sides' turn meters to 0 with the aptly named Control the Situation special ability. This ability at tier 6 will also give your side a head start in turn meter gain. Unique attributes. Gideon is the first unit to care about an enemy unit having the leader tag, and not just be in the leader slot. Wait a minute, what? Gideon is the first unit to care about an enemy unit having the leader tag and not just be in the leader slot. I've always said that. Well, not publicly in videos, but I've always said it to myself. Like, they gotta do something with the power rating, because if the leader ability getting beefed up adds to the character's power. Especially if the leader ability has a Zeta, you're boosting a character's power, but if you're only using them as support or something, then their leader ability is not bringing anything to the team. For example, Grandmaster Yoda, he has a leader ability, and nobody uses Yoda for his leader ability. Jeez, even new players don't use him. Yoda is always just a support, but I'm pretty sure his leader ability is Grandmaster's Guidance, and that is a Zeta. So he's got a power boost to his overall value, 22 whatever thousand, say, but like some of that is never used. And I always thought they gotta figure out a way to like manipulate that, so that way then if you're not in the leader slot, you're not getting like credit for it. You know what I mean? That's basically what's happening. The characters are getting credit for something that they're not even using. So I don't know, maybe they should just make it so that the leader ability doesn't affect the character and all it does is add synergy. So yeah, it'll affect the team overall, but it shouldn't be included on the power. I don't know, but this one seems like it addresses that sort of in a different way. So that's kind of cool. Enemies with the leader tag can't resist the daze from subversive volley. Enemies with the leader tag taking a turn will give Gideon a stack of insight and give all Imperial troopers a buff to offense for the rest of the encounter. Tactical Deployment's Zeta ability practically begs you to bring a properly disciplined fire team into battle. 1 tank, 2 support, and 2 attackers. All of them being Imperial troopers as well will give them bonus offense and 1 self-revive per encounter. Self-revive? Each one of them? So basically 5 revives? That just sounds annoying. Like, if you're going up against it, if it's your team, that's juicy, but if you're going up against it, that sounds annoying. Inspiration. Know your adversaries is based on the scene in Season 1 where Moff Gideon knows way more than we expect him to about Din Djarin. Cynthia Dune. That's her full name. I just know her as Cara Dune. And Grief Karga. Wait, is Din Djarin Mando? Did they say his name and I haven't seen the episode yet? This had a psychological effect on them that this ability represents with the demoralized debuff. No, it says Season 1 though. I would have seen that. I don't know, man. That's something else I was thinking about too. They made all these characters, you know, Grief Karga, Cara Dune, and Mando. I'm talking about this game. Galaxy Heroes made them after just Season 1. Like, you don't even really know the characters yet, and you're already making a character? I just felt like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, there could be a lot more to them in future seasons, and like, now you're locked down to a little bit that you knew about them from Season 1. Like, Grief, wasn't he just in one episode in Season 1? And you made a whole character based on just that? Same as Cara. She was only in like 1 or 2. You made a whole character around that. And then I'm just thinking like Moff Gideon. He's barely been in the show so far too. And like, look, they're referencing Season 1 when he knew some stuff about those characters. But it's like, okay. But like, you can't... How are you building an entire character around, you know, 10 minutes of screen time, if not less? I don't know. It just seems weird. Anyways, Moff Gideon was able to take Mando out of the fight by blowing up the E-Web power pack instead of attacking him directly. This is one of his more memorable moves in the show, and we represent this by the insight stacks he gains and the subversive volley ability they unlock. While Moff Gideon uses the Darksaber in the Stinger for the final episode of Season 1, we never see him fight with it. Since this version of the character is based entirely on his screen time in Season 1, we knew that we had to include... We knew that while we had to include Darksaber, but left it to function identical to Sabine's special, only with a longer cooldown. What? Did that sentence not make any sense? Since this version of the character is based entirely on 5 minutes from Season 1, we knew that while we had to include the Darksaber, but left it to function identical... Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That's not a proper sentence. We knew that while we had to include the Darksaber, but left it to function... That transition right there doesn't work. You shouldn't have used but or something. It should say, like, we chose to leave it to function. Something. That doesn't work. That's clunky. Anyway, strategy tips. Before you even enter a battle, consider how many units on the enemy side have the leader tag. The more leaders, the more the Zeta and Grand Moff's... Whoops. Wait, what? The Zeta and Moff Gideon's... Where am I getting Grand Moff from? Moff Gideon's leader ability will trigger, and the more powerful your attack will be. In a grand arena, you want to make sure you're getting the most bang for credit. Control the situation looks like an ability you want to press whenever it is up. But since it gives your side an edge in turn meter, consider waiting and using it when it looks like the enemy side is about to take many turns in a row. Only use the Darksaber, which for some reason is all capital, the Darksaber, if you'll get that 4th insight stack through an opponent's attack, or you really need the armor shred. Oh, okay. Squad suggestions. For attackers, you choose 2 from the following: Death Trooper, Snow Trooper, Magma Trooper. Well, I have Snow Trooper and Magma Trooper, so I guess for me, that's what I'd be going with. But I think Death Trooper's better. For tank, you'll be choosing from Shore Trooper or Stormtrooper. Duh, Shore Trooper. Stormtrooper sucks. Finally, the last spot is going to be the hardest to decide between: Piet, Veer, Stark, or Range Trooper. Piet, duh, simple. Pick one because your other support will be Moff Gideon himself. Each choice brings something different to the table, so you may want to tailor your squad to the squad you will be facing off against, and what abilities you feel will be most impactful. Does Moff Gideon revive himself? What? Does Moff Gideon himself revive with the revive ability in his leader?
Yup. While usually this isn't the case with abilities like this, we want to represent his hard-to-kill nature seen at the end of Season 1.
Subversive Volley hits anyone with the leader tag, and not just the unit in the leader slot?
Oh yeah. This is the first unit in the game to care about a tag like this. We wanted you making a tactical decision before even entering the battle by considering the makeup of the enemy team. What?
I'm excited to see what the Darksaber will look like in the game.
Kryze and Sabine. You all really don't use her, do you?
Yeah. Clearly they don't. Sabine isn't really used that much though with the Phoenix Squad. She has potential, but I was thinking about it because I got the new account that I'm working on, and so I have her right now that I'm beefing up, but I was looking at the things and I'm like, I don't really need 2 tanks. You know, that's what Chopper and Kanan are, and I was like, I don't really need 2 tanks. That's just kind of annoying. But with Hera lead, all of their unique abilities line up, and everybody gets to share in on those unique abilities. Well, out of the 2 tanks, Chopper is the worst option. You're better keeping Kanan. But when you look at Chopper's unique ability, it's a heal. It's a heal, like, what is it? Every time he takes damage, or every time he takes, gets a debuff or something, like, it's decent. It offers a heal. And that's obviously going to help the Phoenix Squad stay strong if they're always healthy. Where Sabine, all she offers is an increase to critical chance, and then increase to critical damage. So it's like, yeah, that can have benefit, but like compared to, let's say, a heal, that's, who cares? And when you look at everyone else as well, the same situation applies, you know. Ezra, I don't know what his unique ability is offhand, but I know it's halfway decent, and not only that, but he's a good character as well, so he's adding damage for the team. Kanan has super high health and protection, plus his unique ability is, it's something decent. I think it's a heal, like every time debuffs expire or something like that, he gets a heal. Well, if everybody has that, that's good too. And then Shrug Off with Zeb, that's decent. So it kind of makes Sabine just be on the sidelines, like, okay, you have potential, but like, attack-wise, she's got potential, but her unique just isn't where it needs to be. So yeah, people probably really aren't using her. I know mine, all my other Phoenix Squad has been Gear 12, because I had to beef them up to get Thrawn. Whereas Sabine, she just recently hit Gear 11. I mean, if you watch any of my videos, the State of the Galaxy, I said that in. She just hit Gear 11. She's just been sitting at Gear 10 forever, not even Zated, because I don't need her. I got the other 5. Anyway, does control the situation and take away turn meter from both sides?
Oh yeah, this can be an extremely powerful ability when used at the right time. Also, it can be a terrible ability to use against units immune to turn meter manipulation. That's weird.
That transition just felt weird. Like they were saying, "Oh yeah, this is really a powerful ability, but also it can be terrible." Like, huh? Wait, hold on, what?
All right, so that's it. That's our boy Moff. Yeah. So that's about it on the highlights for him. I'm gonna do a kit reveal, so I'm not gonna do it here. This video will get way too long. So until that one, you already know. I said, see ya.